Hello everybody, it's Teresa again. Probably tired of hearing from me, huh? Today I'm going to be trying another new soap, and my recipe is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be trying the gradient soaps, which will go from a dark color up to a white. In theory, might not work. If it don't, oh well. Oh well, I tried my best. And then I'm thinking about trying a mica line, because I'm using brambleberries, cucumber melon. I don't know if you could see there. And I'm thinking about trying to do a gradient of green, and then right before I put the very top layer on, I'm thinking about doing a mica line in this pretty orange color. It kind of reminds me of a melon that some places call it something else and I can't think of what it's called, but here we call it cantaloupe. It's a very vivid orange, so I'm thinking about trying to do a mica line. I've seen many people do mica lines, but I was watching Katie from Royalty Soaps do one of her masterpieces recently, and she was doing it, and I watched her put it on, and then I watched her give it a light blow, and it just covered. I was like, magic. So I think I might try it depending on how this soap behaves. So let's get started before I take up all your time and you click me off. I'm going to add in my additives. And I noticed that my kaolin clay, which was in that mixture, didn't quite mix in like I normally like it to. So I'm going to pulse this a time or two. Not too much, because it will add in too many bubbles that I don't want. Pop that off, leave that in the soap. I don't want to break any more. So today I'm just using a, I'm giving it a, I don't know if you can see there, this is my lye mixture. I'm giving it a stir, and make sure, just to make darn sure that all of those lye granules are mixed up. 2 seconds, spraying down my spoon with vinegar. So here we go. I'm going to dump in this, and this is my lye mixed in aloe vera juice. I use coconut milk for my lye mixture in my last batch, and this one I'm using aloe vera juice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add in the Cucumber Melon, or cucumber, I call it Cucumber Melon. I remember back when I was a teenager, there was a very popular lotion, body care line called Cucumber Melon. This smells just like it. I'm adding that in. Again, this is from Brambleberry, and we're going to give that a little stir. And I will give it a zhuzh here. Alright, so first things first, what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to add, well, I want to take this spatula out of this cup first. Whoops, splatter. I want to add a cup of soap to this mixture. It's going to be my bottom layer. I'm going to add 1 cup, and that's very important. How much I add is very important, and how much I take out is very important, because that is going to be my layers for my soap. Each time I'm going to pour out, my plan is to each time I'm going to pour out one or half of the cup. So I've got 1 cup in here, and each time I'm going to pour out half, and then I will add in half a cup of white soap, which will in effect lighten my green each and every time. So, and I don't really know, I've watched, but I really don't know how to keep this thin enough to pour so it doesn't get too thick as I go along, but also make it thick enough to where my layers won't mix. Learning process. I'm just trying to make sure all of the colorant is mixed in. I will tell you in just a moment what colorant I'm using for this particular soap. I'm using 2 colors. One is titanium dioxide and the other is, 2 seconds, is chromium green oxide from Coastal Scents. I got that on sale and it works perfectly. I love it. I should have bought all the colors they had, but I didn't. I only bought 2 and I regret it. Hopefully they'll have another sale soon and I'm going to stock up. Alright, so in we go. I'm going to see, we're going to test this out. Alright. Because I really don't know. I don't really know where the half cup mark is. And I really don't know if that is going to fully cover a layer of soap in my mold or not. Just a tad bit more. Alright. Apparently it's going to be very thin layers of soap. Didn't think that one through, but it will be what it will be. There's a lot of bubbles in this batter. Alright, so I'm going to set my mold off to the side, set my green off, and I need to get my white into the bowl. So here we go. Hopefully I have mixed up enough titanium dioxide. If not, we will see what we can do about that. I do have both oil soluble or oil dispensable and water dispensable. So if absolutely necessary, I can add a little bit of water dispensable or dispersible titanium dioxide to give me a little whiter color. But this looks like it might be okay. It's okay if it's not exactly pure white, you know. I won't be so disappointed without it being pure white. I might be. All right. The time mixing up, I think will give me enough time to maybe, or might give the soap enough time to thicken up. I need to wipe off my stick blender because I kind of need to blend this up and I've got green all over it. Didn't think it through. That's okay. It's alright. We'll think it through now, gosh darn it. It's been a busy day today for me. I got up and did my daily things, and then I had to go have my hair done. I always look forward to going to get my hair done. My stylist is wonderful. She's always so cheery. Then later in the day, my husband, well, he didn't let me. He took me, he drove me to do a little bit of shopping. If you're in the soaping community, chances are you've heard about these these Valentine's Day modes at Walmart that were on sale. I've heard about them, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to get one. Because so far I haven't really enjoyed making the little shaped soaps. But I thought, and then today someone said, well, they're on sale even more. And I thought, oh, I need to get one. So, I told my husband, I was like, oh, I need to go. I need to go to Walmart. I need to try to get one of these modes. So being the good husband he is, he took me, and what, you know, my Walmart didn't have them. But just when I decided I needed one and I couldn't live without it, my Walmart didn't have it. So here we go. We're going to fill ourselves back up to 1 cup. Alrighty then. And we're going to mix that up. It's going to be a very gradual change, hopefully. Don't want it to be too strong, too violent of a change. And I don't think I'm going to stick blend anymore. I think I'm just going to blend with my spatulas, because both have been mixed up. So it's just a matter of mixing them in the cups. And I think I can do that with my spatulas. Maybe not. We'll see. Alright. It's still a little thin in there. So I don't really know how to go about this. If you can't see, I really do apologize. I think I just broke through, just to be honest with you. Oh, mess. Oh, mess. I probably should be spooning these on. Oh yeah, I broke through. That was no good. No good at all. Oh, crud. I think I may be spooning these on from this point forward, which should be fun. It should take about 3 years, but that's okay, right? I will probably fast forward so that you don't have to watch the whole painful process. Yeah, this wasn't ready. This wasn't ready at all. I think what I might do from this point on is I might end up fast forwarding to a point, like until each spoon. So when I'm spooning, I'll fast forward, and then when I'm just mixing the colors, I won't. There'll be a lot of fast forwarding, but the reality is that this is going to take a while. So if I don't fast forward, we'll be 3 weeks before I show you this video. I'll be able to use the soap before I can show you the soap. So I'm not going to worry too much about it being absolutely perfect lines, but I do want them as good as I can get them. So I'm going to tap, tap, tap a little bit, but not too much. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and then I'm going to grab my spatula, clean off my spoon as best I can. I'm doing that so that I can know try to get an exact amount of what I've got left in this cup. Because as I said, how much you use is important in this particular soap. I need to know that I used about a half a cup, which I did. So now I can add in some more of my white, which I am going to zhuzh, just because I want to keep it from getting too thick. Woo! Here we go. I'm going to pour back up to a cup. And that will be set aside. And now I will stir. It smells so good, guys. It really does. If you haven't tried this, it's behaving well, which is good. I'm not seeing really any acceleration yet, knock on my soap wood. And I didn't see any ricing, which is good. And I hope it doesn't discolor. I don't remember reading that it did. I think I remember that it didn't. But if it does, oh well. That's life. Not the end of the world. Alright. So we are going to start spooning this soap onto the other layer. Alright, so now we're going to clean off our spoon. There's a good chance that you were just in fast forward land. Sorry again. We're going to clean off the side of our cup and get all of our soap back in the cup. Scrape everything down, because we need to know pretty much how much soap exactly is in the cup. And I'm looking at it, and it is almost exactly 1/2 a cup. So pop that over there. Get our white. We're going to zhuzh, 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 zhuzh. Knocking out any air bubbles. Trying to loosen it up, the soap. So if it sets still, sometimes it will start to set up on you. And sometimes if you just give it a little stir, it'll come back to life for you. Filling back up to 1 cup. Clean off the spout. And here we go. We're going to mix in this white into this green. Each time we add white, the green gets a shade or so darker. Or lighter, not darker. Oops. You could also do like a reverse gradient. I don't know if it would be called a reverse gradient, but a gradient the other way, where you start with white and gradually add a little bit of green each time, so the lighter color is at the bottom. I'm surprised I didn't do that, because my mind seems to always work in reverse of other people's. But I didn't think about doing that, or I probably would have. Alright, so we've got our new color mixed. I'm going to set it up here, gingerly grab our mold, and we're going to start the spooning process. You may or may not be going into fast forward land. Okay, camera popped off there. I'm just cleaning up the last layer from the last layer, or attempting it. Trying to keep the sides of the mold as clean as I can so that the layers look nice all the way up. If you've ever done that, you know it's pretty much impossible. Alright, come and clean off our spoon. Scrape down our bowl. Get everything back into the pot. Alright, how close are we to half a cup? I can't tell you because I didn't scrape it good enough. Alright, right about a half actually. Maybe a little more, but that's okay. In goes our next white. It's getting a little thick, so we probably need to move a little faster. So I'm going to pour that in. Get with it. Get moving. Moving as fast as I actually can, because I don't want to break through the bottom layers. So it's going to be this beautiful color. I'm actually very pleased with this color. I like this color. Alright, set the color to the side. We'll grab our mold and our spoon. See you after fast forward land. Welcome back. Getting everything back into our cup and getting it scraped down. Getting our white in to fill us back up to a cup. It is thickening up just a little bit, but that is to be expected. So if you're doing this, don't panic, because it is expected to thicken up. It's just like any other soap batter. You know, it's saponifying, so it is turning into soap, and that's what obviously that's what we want it to do. But if you're going to do a soap like this, you could, I mean, obviously you don't have to do a green for this fragrance. You could use any color. I mean, you could do a rainbow with this fragrance. I'm not brave enough to attempt a rainbow. But if you ever want to see a wonderful rainbow soap, you could try, you could not try, but you could try, but you could check out, also check out Missouri River Soaps here on YouTube. She also has Missouri River Soaps, or soap, I don't know if it's soaps or soap, on Facebook. There's also a website, and I don't know if she has an Etsy's or not. I think she does. Etsy's. Alright. Going to add the next layer. I'll see you after the fast forward. Welcome back from fast forward land. I'm just cleaning off my bucket and spoon, getting the soaps that come off the spoon back into the pot so that we can find out where we're at, right about where we need to be. I'm actually gonna, there's some darker green on my spatula, and I noticed it went in a while ago and caused a streak. So cleaning that off, grabbing a clean paper towel, And here we go. We're going to get the next layer in. I have a feeling that this is not going to end up with a solid white layer like I was hoping. But that's okay. I mean, you know, things don't always go as planned. Alright. Grab our soap mold. Kind of moved it. And we're going to turn the mold. Some color there I want to get off. And here we go. The next layer is going on, and I'll see you after the fast forward. Welcome back from fast forward land again. I know you're tired of hearing that. This is just, I'm sort of doing it as a marker so I know where to start and stop the fast forward. Because this video is already over 30 minutes long, and there's no way I'm going to make you sit through that. So alright, we started running out of the white, so I think this will be our next to last layer. So after this layer, I'm going to apply the mica line that I was talking about, and that might be the detriment of this entire soap. But it's okay. That is okay by me. Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably good that I won't be able to do like an entire solid white line, because well, I mean, it would have to go through a lot of stages to get rid of all of the green, and we've already did like 10 layers, I guess. A lot of layers. And I could see that the dark is kind of squirting up on the side, so this is not going to be a perfect. I can see that the layers are kind of blending together down there, so it's not going to be perfect, but you live and you learn, and then you make more soap. Alright, I got some air bubbles. Alright, trying to see if we can get those out of there. Okay, I'll see you after the fast forward. So this is something that I have never attempted before, and I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. So I'm going to take off my gloves. I will not be handling raw soap at this moment, and even if I am, I have experienced a lab burn before. I am aware of how they feel, and I'm okay if I get one. So I got some powder on my hands that I need to get off from the gloves. It's not going to harm anything. Alright, so I've got a few of these bags of mica, and I don't know exactly how many I might need to use for this portion. Actually, I have to sit that down very, oops, half of it just fell out. Very gingerly I needed to set that down, and that didn't happen. So, it's okay. And I'm just very lightly dusting the top of this soap. Alright, so we're going to scrape all of our soap back in our bowl, scrape down our bowl, and Gonna add the rest of the white soap because there's not enough in here to add another half a cup. There's not a half a cup in here, I don't believe. I guess I didn't quite measure it out exactly right. It was almost exactly right. So this is just, I don't know if you can even tell, but it is the palest of green killers, which is what we wanted. We wanted it right, almost white. Here we go. We're going to add this last layer of soap in its entirety. Everything that's in this bowl will go on top of the soup. Alright, so it's not thick enough to actually do anything to the top. Nah, it is what it is. I'm not going to tempt fate anymore. It's just gonna be that. And I'm going to glitter because I like glitter. Lots of glitter. Since it's a very flat top. I may let's see. I'm just adding a little bit of sugar crystals for some interest on the top. Not very many. I want it very sparingly. Just because I'm not going to be able to texture the top. Well, I could wait, but I'm not going to risk it. Just to be perfectly honest. So... Alright. That's going to be that. Grab our alcohol. We'll give it some quick spritzes just to kind of, oh, it's a little more glitter. Alright, and that's that. This is my probably not so gradient soap made with cucumber melon from Brambleberry. It's a very long video. I thank you for watching. Happy soaping. Bye bye.